Hello everyone and welcome to So Many Games to the Time. My name is Joachim and today we will be unboxing Monsters on Board. Now, many people have already received it and I'm a little bit worried because people were talking about damages. Some people don't have this or don't have that. So hopefully I will have everything. At the end of the video I will add a picture and overview to let you know if I have everything, because I'm not going to count during the unboxing. Okay, that would take too long, but I will check everything and then add it to the video whether I have everything or not. Let's just take everything out of the box first. And you can see VFI, they always do a great job packaging, so I don't think there will be any damage here, but of course you never know. It's a huge pack. It has to come out, as you can see. So done. It's kind of funny, just these two, really. Okay, let's I'm just gonna take off this bubble wrap and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, just to give you a quick idea of what was used to put all of this together, so you can see VFI, they do what's necessary. It's very rare that there's any damage, so great job again, guys. Okay, so this is what was in the box. I've already removed the plastic. We have Monsters on Board, the main game, Spook Manor, and then Monsters on Board, Monster Mixer. Okay, and then we also have this. You will soon see what this is. Alright, so let's start with the base game, shall we? And then do everything else later. So, this is the base game. You can see Monsters on Board. The art looks really cool. I don't know if you can see the shimmer of the box cover. I guess you can see it like this a little bit, yeah. So it's kind of cool. Final Frontier Games. A game by Aleksandar Mikic, Ivo Neskovic, Samoil Petreski, and art, of course, by D'Amico. I think by now, if you're into board games, you will recognize D'Amico art. What is on the side of the box? Monsters on Board, 14 plus, 45 to 60 minutes, 1 to 4 players. And actually the same. So not that much special. The back of the box looks like this. You can see the boards of the players, the main board, the vehicles, the dice, all that stuff. Okay, so let's open it up, shall we? I think there will not be art in the inside of the box, but we'll see. I don't think there will be. No, nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna put it next to here so we can just easily open the rule book. Wow, it's really cool to have this, to see this when you open it. So the components, which I will go over later to see if I have everything. The main board setup, it looks nice. Player setup and general concepts, phases 1, 2, 3, and 4. Spook phase and immediately final scoring. So there's not a lot of rules here, so that's good. You know, it doesn't always have to be super complicated. Solo rules, you have solo mode 1. Beat your own scare. I see what you did there. And solo mode 2 versus Spider Jack. So you can also change the difficulty, so that's cool. Prophecy cards. Family mode. Maybe good for my daughters, although I think they're still too young. Arch monster cards. And then an overview of the actions, which is always nice if it's on the back of the rulebook. Alright, so then you can flip back up. We'll go over there anyway. So here we have the punch outs of the vehicles. So apparently there's nothing in here that explains how to put the vehicles together, but I think it should be kind of self-explanatory, but I guess I'll find it out myself later, right? Okay, so more vehicles, as you can see. It is called Monsters on Board, so you're going to be putting monsters on the vehicles, of course. Then we have the main board in all its glory, right? Looks pretty nice. Is it double-sided? Not really, but you do have this, which is really cool, I have to say. All right. Then we have this, which is a sticker. Yep, a sticker. Monsters on Board. Sadly, I don't have a car, because I really don't need one. I have a driver's license, but not a car. Let's do the baggie first. Dun, 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 dun. Monsters on Board. Oh, too bad it's a bit stained. It's a stain, right? It is a stain, yeah. Oh, I guess it's from production or whatever. Maybe it'll disappear or whatever. I don't know bags, but aside from that, it seems pretty good quality, the bag. Okay, and then more baggies. It's funny that the baggies were wrapped inside the bag. All right, anyway, so then we have all these. These look like the player mats, the player boards. So I'm gonna use my scissors. Dual layered boards. Always good. Let me get rid of this plastic real quick. Okay, so dual layered boards. Now the question is, are they different? So you do, it's dual layered, but you still, oh, this is, I thought as you open them, yeah, that's what I thought. There you go. This is huge. This looks cool, right? It looks complicated like this, although I don't really think it is. You have the arrows going around, right? You have dice here. The back side is the same, well, not the same, it's different, but it's of course not recessed. So I think it has to do with player count as well. I think Bitoku has the same thing, where one side is recessed and the other side is not. Yeah, so basically these are all the same as far as I know. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to open the others because they are all the same. Yeah. All right, then we have a bunch of stuff here. Another small punch board. Okay. Let's do this first. So it is Final Frontier games, right? Yeah, so it's the same people as Merchant's Cove, and you really do get that vibe, I feel. These are cool. Yeah, these are cool. On the side, and yes, let's just dive right in and get to the dice, because let's face it, these look really awesome. There we go. Be free, dice, be free. Oh, they're really attached to the plastic. Okay, finally. Sheesh. Alright, so these are all the dice. Some are still stuck together, but it's easy to take them off. Alright. It's actually a little bit, yeah, I guess I don't know what it is that's still attached. It's actually wet. Yeah, it's moisture. It's a bit strange. I don't know, but I guess that'll go away as they're getting aired out. You can see, maybe you can see it, maybe not, but it is moisture that's keeping it all together. So maybe I'll keep them out of the box for a bit. Yeah, maybe it's some kind of glue. I don't know. It's a bit strange. Yeah, so some of them are quite stuck together. So I suggest you take a look at your dice when you get them out. Okay, so let's continue with the cards. This is a set of very small cards. There's the rule book. What are these small cards? These small cards are solo cards. Yeah, that's what I thought actually. So these are the solo cards. You can see the back, right? So I guess it's always wherever the AI places its die, or where it's going. So I get the dice out, which is, I guess, is the solo bot as well, his dice. No, it's not mentioned in the rule book, but I imagine it is. Yeah, it really doesn't say. It doesn't even mention the dice. Oh no, a 12 spider jack die. But I guess this is because it's an advanced version. These dice don't have that moisture, that stickiness. They don't have it. So at least that's good. Yeah. There we go. And then we have this deck of cards that we'll take a look at. Those cards are, some of them will be prophecy cards, 12 of them. And then you also have 72 arch monster cards. Yeah, so these are the prophecy cards. Everything else are monster cards. So let's take a look at the prophecy cards first. Yeah. So I guess it doesn't mean much if you haven't played before. So yeah. All right. Good to know. And then we have the monster cards, which is of course arguably much more interesting. Okay. Too bad they don't have a name. And these are all the same. Yeah. Oh, but this says gain 4 spook juice per pair of matching ranked lord dice. But they have different abilities though. So yeah. And then this one. This one. So yeah, they don't really have a name. Not at the front, not at the back. So we're just enjoying the art here. Which is really nice because of course it's the Miko. He's very talented. There we go. Oh, different colors. Okay. Oh, and here as well. Makes you wonder why they didn't do it with him, because he's always the same. But anyway. And then we still have this one as well. Oh, no, not the last one. We have her as well. Okay, so those are the monsters. Arch monsters. And then what is in here? Dun dun dun. Ah. There you go. These are the grunts. Boom. There we go. All of you, get out. So I have her. So these are kind of like witches. Yeah. These are more like octopuses or whatever. Octopi. These guys are mummies, as you can see. Ah. They're just plastic, by the way. Just bendy plastic one. For sure, I'm not going to paint these. I don't think it's necessary. And then, of course, Frankenstein. I'll put all these for here for now. And then these should be another bunch of them. Wow. Okay. So these are werewolves. Reminds me a bit of the werewolves you see in Masha and the Bear. If you have kids, you know Masha and the Bear. These are goblins. These are stones. Don't know really what these stones do. Summoning trackers, I guess. These I might paint because it's a little bland. You have these cars just driving around. Don't know what these are for. I can't really tell from the components. But I'm sure it'll become clear as you're playing. This is just a hand. There you go. Who else do we have? Skeletons who have no head. There we go. Walk around with their head, I mean. Anything else? No, that's... Oh, I have also this one, which is a pumpkin head. Yes, that is it then. We have the hands, we have the pumpkin heads, we have the summoning stones. The one vehicle. So the one vehicle should probably be like a round tracker. I imagine some kind of a round. Yeah, I think this is the round tracker because there's only one of them. Yeah, probably. So that's the base game. That's already done. So it's a bit of a mess. I'm just gonna move it up out of the way and to deal with this later. Now I'm gonna go over to the expansion monster mixer. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. So of course it's an expansion. So expansions, they tend to mix things up, right? And that is also what it says. Same people here, same company. The size don't matter because it's going to go in the main box. It says here, this expansion is here to mix things up, monster mixers. You can host a dinner party and cater to the demands of your monster guests, or maybe enter a bodybuilding contest as you assemble your very own abomination. You can even uncover clues to prevent a murder and catch a would-be criminal before the time runs out. Or maybe, or just maybe, you can try to run and win the all-monster marathon. That all sounds pretty crazy. Extend the life of the party with these 4 distinct modules that offer new ways to play and earn spook juice. Okay, let's take a look. And of course you need to have monsters on board to play the expansion. Nothing there, obviously. Here we have the punch boards. Yeah. Up. Nice art. The rule book. So Act 1, the feast. And you have the dinner table, of course. Has a waiter, apparently. Act 2, the game. So it's a bodybuilding contest. Act 3, the murder. So Spider Jack tries to brutally murder someone. But if we can stop him, he'll share his private reserve of spook juice. And Act 4, the marathon. Okay. Alright. So any of these modules can be played in the beat your own scare mode of the game with solo as well. Spolo. Hey. And if you play with versus Spider Jack, you also have the adjustments. A bunch of cubes. I'm not going to take them out. They're cubes. They're small. They're okay. But they're cubes. Then this one. It is the waiter. Okay, I'm saying it with a French accent because if you ever played Grim Fandango, the waiter there is hilarious. So whenever I think about waiters, I think about French guys. No offense, French people. There you go. All right, those are the waiters. And then we have 2 sets of cards. I'll put waiters here, the other colors. 2 sets of cards. Let's do this first. So these locations, you can see they're like part of a bar, which is pretty cool, or a table. Yeah. And the monsters are sitting there having their own kind of juice, I guess. Or cocktails. Yeah. And you can also see it gets you points. This is something else. Of course, I don't know because I haven't played yet. But and then maybe your opponents, or when it's the competition. And yeah, the back's not that special because they don't build anything, do they? Doesn't seem like it. No, they seem to have all the same back. Yeah. All right, then we have this deck of cards. So let's take a look at the art and so on. And once again, this is more about the dinner table and so on. But I do like it. I think, yeah, I like this a lot actually. It's cool to have them all like sitting there chilling with each other. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through this a bit quicker because it's not that different. Here you're making your own abomination, I guess. And then the colors change. So I guess it's also for variety's sake. So that's building your abomination. It's all the same, all the same, all the same. Okay, then we have some locations. Don't know what that's for. And then we have Ghost Runner, Fanboys, Jack-o'-lantern, Wailing Banshee, and Invisible Wall. Alright, and the backs of the cards, they're all more black and white as usual. Okay, cool. And then we have a baggie. This one is better shaped than the blue one that we saw earlier. Also, anything on the bottom? Nothing at the bottom. And that's the expansion. Alright, now we do have Spook Manor, but I forgot that this is actually a separate game, so I'm not going to unbox it here. That's going to be a different video. But, of course, we're not at the end yet. No. We still have this one here. Now, of course, some of you might already know what it is, but these are... Because games like these, just like a Merchant's Cove as well, if you have things that you have to assemble from cardboard, after a while they have wear and tear and so on. So I decided to splurge for the plastic mobiles instead of the cardboard ones. So here they are. It's really chunky. It was really nice and heavy. So then of course the dice will go in there, for example, like this. And then we go around, right? And take it out. I'm obviously going to paint these because then they'll look better than their counterparts. I think right now their counterparts look better. But painted, I think these will look better. The Batmobile. I think I'm a little bit disappointed with this one. I think they could have done a little bit more with this one. It's just a little bit bland here, but I guess it's okay. Yeah. All right. Then we have this one, the truck. There we go. Yeah, sculpture-wise, I think the only ones that I'm impressed by, or just that I like, it's this one. This one is cool, and this one. The other two, not so much. I think they're a bit too bland. But yeah, okay, that is it. That is all of monsters on board. So I'm gonna do what I always do. I'm gonna take the main board, put it here, and then say goodbye. The game has a solo mode, and also we'll be playing with other people soon. So hopefully I'll be able to tell you how all that went. Okay, all right, that's it. That was me. I was Joachim, and I always will be. So many games all the time. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.